Who's this Lieutenant Dan? Is this the guy from Forrest Gump? Is that who we're talking about?
Yes. No, it's this. Everybody says it's a homeless guy. He's not homeless. He lives on his boat in Tampa Bay.
Oh,
and
okay.
He won't leave.
Is his name really Lieutenant Dan?
No, they call him that. That's his.
Well, actually, his full name is Florida Man Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, and that's his. And he's just become a star on TikTok and all social media platforms because
and he refused to leave.
He refuses to leave.
And then the mayor has commented that they were going to arrest him if he wouldn't leave for his own safety. And then I don't know if they ever did or not. I don't know if they ever did or not.
They did arrest him.
They did?
They did arrest him.
Well, let's start with cut 11. All right. Here's Florida Man Lieutenant Dan refusing to leave.
Are you okay? Everybody's worried about you.
Who's worried about you?
It's all over TikTok.
Everybody, across the country. I'm gonna go live in a minute.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm gonna be fine.
I don't think people realize you're so close to down. I mean, you could just get off if something bad happened. You know what I mean?
I'm not going anywhere because the safest place to be is on a boat in a flood. Okay, we learned that with Noah. Everybody that stayed on land drowned. Noah and the animals lived. So I'm fine.
Do you have any animals?
No, I wish I did.
Okay.
I used 2 females.
Well, you got all the news crews right here during the storm, so you can just, if you need anything. Everybody's worried about you.
I know, everybody's worried about me. Everybody wants me to get off the boat. People don't.
He's not leaving.
I'm tied up to the cleat on the dock there, and it's secured in the concrete, which is secured to all this.
Okay, there's way too much wind. Somebody needs a windscreen on their microphone. You might want to clue them
I
in.
go up. As long as the water stays out of the boat, I'll be fine. And when it's not a tornado, it's not going to get lifted up and thrown into Kansas. Okay, I'm not like that.
That's
I'm not suicidal.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in God's hands and taking it out of mine and man.
All right.
So I'm sitting tight.
And he said that before.
Well, like I said, we're all right up here. So
all right, got it.
Yeah, he said that before. They've found him. He's got it out farther out away from the main dock there, tied up to one of the tying buoys out there. And we're going to find you in a Publix parking lot 2 miles in. Okay.
Again, it's his choice. He's an adult. He's an American.
But, who was it? Castor said that she was going to arrest him. I don't know. Do we have
we have Tampa Mayor.
She's going to arrest him. And when I heard that.
For his own good. It's for his own good, Jeffy.
Okay.
Here's what she said.
Catch up with an individual who is riding it out on his boat. He's refusing to leave. That could be an outlier case, but I've certainly seen this in storm after storm where people do ride it out on their boats, which are their homes. What would you say to individuals like that who did not evacuate from zones A and B?
Well, that would probably take you right back to the statement that I made with Caitlin the other day. And we have tried so many times with that individual to get him off of that boat, and the officers will eventually just take him into custody and for his own good, because he's not going to survive in a sailboat in the bay with anywhere from 8 to 12 feet of storm surge. So,
are you saying he would be arrested?
Well, for Baker Act, for his own protective custody. And it may be past the point for that, as the winds are gusting out there right now. But those are the types of things that we just can't have in our community. We have been warned. We know what Milton is bringing, and we should not have any loss of life associated with this.
Well, you know what? It's his choice.
Right.
Sure is.
It's his choice.
And she wouldn't repeat what she said, but what she talked about is what she said, if you stay, you die. She, I was just remember what I said the other day.
So they did arrest him?
Yeah, they did arrest him, and then this is footage of the boat during the hurricane.
Okay.
Some will say that it was,
fine.
Good that he
survivable? No, I don't know.
That's fine.
Pretty hard.
Look at he's fine.
If
he'd
he
be
was
fine
in that boat,
if he was
he'd
in
be
there.
fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
He's fine.
It would have been fine. He's inside the boat. Noah survived. The only people that survived was Noah and the animals.
Right. That's right. They were on a boat.
Thank you.
Anybody remember that? Might have been a slightly,
that boat's not sinking.
Slightly bigger boat than that one.
I'm sorry. That boat is not sinking. He's been fine. And even if he wasn't,
it's his choice.
Thank you.
He's an adult and an American. And you don't have the freedom to stay home if you want in a hurricane. Really? Come on now. Come on. I mean, unless
they have the mandatory evacuations, they do sometimes go door to door, but most people they just usually just write down or put some kind of put one of those nasty little X's on your door, and somebody's here, so we know later.
Do we see a later image of that boat? Did it sink? I'd like to know if it sunk or not.
I bet it did. No way.
See if you can find that, because I'd like to see if it sunk.
Well, right now he's the talk of the internet, so I believe someone will update us.
Yeah, I'm sure they will,
because he's been the talk.
So once they let him out, once they let him out after the Baker Act, he's got to. Where's he going to go? Back to the boat,
right?
As long as it didn't.
Well, that's where he lives, right?
Yeah.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Right, he's Lieutenant Dan.
Florida man, Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah. But going back to Jeffy, the Tampa mayor got a little weird yesterday because she said, if you stay at your house, that's your coffin. Clip 7.
Yeah, okay, so that's what she keeps.
I've said many times that you want to pick a fight with Mother Nature, she's winning 100% of the time. And individuals that are in these, say you're in a single-story home, 12 feet is above that house. So if you're in it, basically that's the coffin that you're in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Mm-hmm. It's their decision, Jane.
And did they ever get, and certainly not in Tampa. In Tampa Bay, they did not get 12 feet of a storm surge. Right?
No,
they didn't have a big storm surge in Tampa Bay.
They got 8 to 10 to 12 inches of rain, but
they got a lot of rain.
Surge. Yeah, I mean, there's still flooding, massive flooding, but there was a storm surge that they talked about. No, that happened down south.
Yeah, right. Not in Tampa at all. So, but again, I mean, you should probably leave. But shouldn't it be your decision?
We also found out some news about Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, yeah. So Lieutenant Dan do we have Lieutenant Dan? Or is there a video, or we just have the info?
We can't play the video.
Oh, okay.
But Lieutenant Dan, if you play the last video of the boat rocking back and forth, that's actually Lieutenant Dan.
He's in there.
Inside the boat.
Oh,
nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
he did not get arrested.
He did not get arrested.
Excellent.
He's in the boat.
He's in the boat. And they said,
if the boat is rocking, don't come knocking. Nobody's knocking on the boat.
Oh,
you see that right there? Nobody's knocking on it.
Well, we can't see anyone knocking. I mean, someone could be there, I guess.
I'll say this.
So it did not sink, and he did not die. He's alive.
It did not. It was not there. The boat did move.
Oh, I bet.
It was by the beach. It was like literally on the beach.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, really?
And people were yelling, Lieutenant Dan, Lieutenant Dan. And he's like, his little head just pops up. What?
I'm sleeping here.
I will say this: water was up to his waist, but he did pop up in the boat. Yeah, he did pop up and said, "What?"
Oh, good.
So he survived.
He survived it.
Good.